Hi everyone, this is Anders from Mind the Shift. Yes, I live in Sweden, one of the few countries where face masks are not mandatory. And here I am in Spain, southwestern Spain, where face masks are mandatory. It's kind of ironic. But it's working out fine. I think I'm staying in an apartment here where I don't need to use it, of course. And when you're out in town here in Connell, it's kind of funny to see how people are wearing these face masks when they're walking along the beach or in town, where hardly anyone is out. Actually, they walk 10-20 meters apart from each other, and they still wear those masks. And then when you look into restaurants and bars, the few restaurants and bars that are open, people don't wear face masks. So I don't know. Anyway, when I traveled down here, I of course had to wear this thing all the way on the plane, at all times on the plane and at the airport, both when I left and when I arrived, of course. And very uncomfortable, obviously, but after a while you get used. You get used to just about anything. So I kind of started thinking maybe this is something that they have introduced now, many politicians, thankfully not in Sweden as yet, but in most other countries, and that is going to be pretty hard for those decision makers to undo it, to quit this mandatory face mask use, because it's always, of course, easy to say for people in charge that, oh, we're not really rid of the risks yet. There's still a risk. And then I came to think of another mandatory thing that we have really gotten used to, and it's been so long now with it we don't even think of it, hardly. Anyway, has also to do with travel, and I'm thinking about what happened in the aftermath of 9/11. The liquid restrictions. I mean, there were immediately a lot of much harsher security measures on the airports, but then a few years later, 2006, they introduced this liquid restriction. Maximum 100 millimeter of liquid is allowed to pass through the security. All bigger bottles have to go in the dustbin. And why 100 milliliters? No one really knows. It seems just like a random figure. And it all started when there was a bomb plot against Heathrow, where the perpetrators supposedly planned to detonate bombs on planes by way of mixing liquids that they would smuggle onto the planes in bottles of soda. So that's how it all started. And that was in 2006, and it was a temporary measure. It was supposed to be in place for 18 months, they said. And now it's been 14 years, and it's still there. And I just read the other day, when I Googled this, that they have actually plans to scrap it, because they want to introduce new kinds of scanners that can scan for liquids easily in the bags, so we don't have to do all this preparation on beforehand. Anyway, some kind of solution is on the way, but COVID-19 has made those plans be put on the shelf, so nothing's going to happen for a while yet. But it's really strange. These liquids, how dangerous can it be? How big a risk, how big a chance is it that some tourists would actually be able to construct a bomb on a plane out of these liquids? The risk is extremely low, but still every air traffic passenger across the globe has to follow these restrictions, these rules. So we can get used to anything, really. Now let's hope that this face mask thing is not something of the same kind, something that we get used to and never stop wearing. Let's hope, everyone. Thank you. Bye.